On Monday, the 8th of June, 1998, Nigeria woke to the news that General Sani Abacha, the controversial military ruler who had held power since 1993, had suddenly died. He was 54 years old. What exactly caused his death? How did it happen so abruptly? And what followed in those chaotic, uncertain hours? These questions remain part of Nigeria's collective memory, a mixture of fact, rumor, fear, relief, and unresolved mystery. This documentary traces what is known, what is claimed, and what remains uncertain. Sani Abacha's regime was one of tight security, controlled information, and few confidants. In the days just before his death, there are no credible reports that he was gravely ill in public. On the 7th of June, 1998, he was still carrying out official duties, and there was nothing that visibly suggested he was near death. That evening, according to statements later made by his chief security officer, Major Hamza al-Mustafa, something unusual happened. Abacha had returned from official functions, and al-Mustafa claimed that Abacha's condition changed after a handshake with a foreign dignitary. Some accounts say an aide to Yasser Arafat was involved. Abacha's aide-de-camp was put on watch. By early morning on the 8th of June, around 5 a.m., Abacha was reported to be in distress, gasping, convulsing, foaming at the mouth in some accounts. Doctors were called. Dr. Sadiq Suleiman Wali was one of those who attempted to help him. They administered injections, one near the heart, another close to the neck. But Abacha did not recover. His temperature dropped, his breathing failed. Have you subscribed? Subscribe so you can help me grow, and also for you not to miss every Africa history documentary videos that I post. Like the video so more people can see it. Thank you. Let's continue. The official cause of death given by the government was a sudden heart attack. Yet, several key points remain unclear or contested. No autopsy. In keeping with Islamic funeral tradition and accelerated burial rites, he was buried the same day. There was no independent public autopsy. This lack of medical verification is central to continuing speculation. Family's request. The family reportedly declined to insist on an autopsy, preferring immediate burial per the rites. Claims by al-Mustafa and Dr. Wali. Al-Mustafa later claimed that Abacha may have been poisoned. He said the changes in Abacha's condition began quite suddenly, not consistent with a slow natural decline. Dr. Wali has also stated that he saw no women in the villa at the time of his arrival, contradicting rumors involving prostitutes. Also, Wali said he wanted to conduct scientific tests, blood, urine, hair, to determine what exactly went wrong, but if any such tests yielded conclusive public results, they haven't been disclosed. Given the opacity of the official story, many narratives have grown around the death, fueled by fear, intrigue, folklore, and political motive. Some of the more commonly circulated ones. That Abacha ate a poisoned apple provided by women in his villa. That he was in the company of prostitutes or sex workers who administered poison. That foreign agents were involved. Some narratives mention Israeli operatives or connections via a foreign dignitary. That the heart attack story was a cover, while some of these have been explicitly denied. For instance, Dr. Wali said he saw no women, prostitutes, in the villa when he arrived. The reconciliations between al-Mustafa's claims and what is verifiable remain incomplete. Once Abacha died, the state acted quickly. His body was buried that same day, according to Muslim rites. The location was Kano, his birthplace region. News of his death was tightly controlled. The Aso Rock presidential villa was sealed off. Only top officers were permitted immediate entry into relevant premises. Many Nigerians only heard of the news later in the morning via radio, shops, or word of mouth. And the reaction was a mixture of shock, relief, uncertainty. Some celebrated, hoping the end of Abacha meant a return to civilian government. International observers, diplomats, human rights groups all began asking, what now? With Abacha gone, the country was without its strongmen. On the 9th of June, 1998, Lieutenant General Abdulsalami Abubakar was sworn in as head of state. His brief administration, from June 1998 to May 1999, oversaw the transition to the Fourth Nigerian Republic, a return to elected civilian rule under President Olusegun Obasanjo. Abubakar's steps included inviting exiles back, releasing political prisoners, and undertaking constitutional reforms. Many believe that Abacha's unexpected death removed a key barrier to these processes. If he had lived longer, it is uncertain whether he would have followed through on his declared transition timetable. Some credible reports suggested he intended to stay in power beyond 1998, possibly reshaping political institutions so as to extend his rule. In the decade since, Abacha's death has become part of national folklore and contested history. Some elements remain stark. The Abacha loot, billions reportedly siphoned from public coffers, remains a major issue. Even after his death, funds traced to him or his family have been the subject of lawsuits and recovery operations in Switzerland, the UK, and elsewhere. Many Nigerians continue to debate, was his death natural or was there foul play? The absence of a public autopsy means there may never be full closure. Abacha's regime is remembered for both brutal repression including executions, suppression of press, human rights abuses, and some infrastructural development and fiscal maneuvers. The death closed a chapter of fear, but also opened a new one of cautious hope. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Africa documentary videos, and also to grow the channel as a community of history.